This is part 3 of dealing with discouragement. We're going to talk about 5 things you need to break the back of discouragement. 5 things that you need. Number 1, you have to have a current, trusting relationship with God. You've got to know that God is going to work all things for your good. Romans 8:28, God works everything for your good. And so we need to do that. Number 2, you must develop a healthy dependency on other people. Now this is people that you look up to, that are spiritual, and people that will help you, and people that will give you an honest opinion. We all have friends who you can tell them anything and they'll say, well, I love you, and this and that and all this, but you need a healthy dependency on people that will be honest with you. Because if they know you real good, they know when you're blowing smoke, and they can say, well, if you want my honest opinion, and they'll give you honesty. Why? Because that's what you're asking for, and that's what you need if you want to deal with life, deal with discouragement or problems. You have to learn to get a healthy dependency on people. But it's people that are healthy here, people that can help you move forward in your spiritual and physical life. It can't be people that are all screwed up, messed up, and don't ever make any right decisions. You need to develop a healthy dependency on people that are good for you, that will help you. You can't make people God, and you can't make God people. People are people and God is God. People have a role in your life, but not the same as God. You have to know where to put God and where to put people. God has to be first. People have to be second. You have to categorize things and figure out where to place things in your life if you're going to be in control of your life. And if you're going to beat depression, you have to realize that God's God, and you can't make people into God, and you can't make God into people. It just doesn't work that way. And so you get those straight in your life, and it will help you a whole lot. Number 3, you need a word-based view of reality, of the scriptures, and a scripture-based view of what happens to you in your life. And when you're dealing with discouragement and things in your life, you have to deal with them on a word-based view of the Bible, and with reality, and with a scripture-based view, and you have to be honest with yourself. Sometimes that's really hard, to be honest with yourself, to look in the mirror and say, my biggest problem today is the person I'm looking at in the mirror. It's difficult. It's hard to deal with sometimes, but sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we haven't made good choices. Sometimes we just let our life get away from us, but we're in control of where we're going to go and what we're going to do. Number 4, you need to be thankful, and you need to be positive and have a good attitude. Every day I thank God first. When I pray, I thank God first. When I go to bed at night, I pray before I go to bed. I start out by thanking God for everything you've done for me, everything you've done for my family, for keeping your hand upon me, for things that you did for me that I didn't even know about. Like the day I opened my car door and a guy was on the wrong side of the road and almost hit me, he swerved at the last minute. I don't know, maybe a guardian angel was there, pushed him away from me. He went 3 cars down and nicked one of the cars down there, but he missed me. I hadn't got my car yet. He would have smashed me in my door right on me. But God does a lot of things for us that we don't even know about. A robber's out going to burglarize homes. He looks at your home, he starts to do it, and he goes to a different one. Well, I don't think it's by chance. I think God protected you. You need to have a positive attitude in life and look at things in a positive way. Sometimes it's hard. Believe me, I've been there. I'm human. But you have to have a positive attitude and a good outlook to get somewhere with God. And number 5, the last point I'm going to make on this, it says you must develop a God-filled mindset. You must have a heart that wants to worship and a mindset that is focused on God. You've got to get focused on God, and you have to realize that without God, you're going to run into not only discouragement, but you're going to move into depression right after that. Get a word-based view. Get an honest opinion of yourself, and talk to God, and thank God for everything He's done for you. I even thank Him for my dogs. I love my dogs more than I love most people, but I thank God for everything. Give God the praise and battle discouragement, and don't let it roll over you like a Mack truck. I love you. My 5 minutes is up. You have a great day, and I'm going to try to have one too.